they will start vomiting.
Oh, okay.
Because you are stressing them. They think maybe you are coming to catch them. So they will be moving and all the food you gave them will be out.
Okay.
So the more you let them mature, the more you get your money.
Your money, okay.
So some takes a year. You feed them like 8 a.m. You wouldn't feed them. You wait till evening. You feed, they will eat all the food.
Okay.
Otherwise, if they are going and you still leave them here, the bigger ones will attack the smaller ones.
Okay.
So when they are little, what you will teach them, that's what they will be used to.
Oh, okay, okay.
They are like human beings.
Yeah, yeah. And somebody will ask, a young, beautiful lady like you, what are you doing raising fishes?
That's what I say. It's a lucrative
It's a lucrative
business.
business, okay.
It's a nice business. You learn a lot.
Akwaba, Miawiz, and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is Efo Selassie. Today I'm here with... We're about to give you more information about catfish farming, changing of the water, cleaning of the tanks, and then the feeding. So make sure you stick around till the end of the video. You're going to get more information. But unfortunately, Pearl is going back to school, and then she's selling the setup over here. So stick around till the end of the video. You're going to get information on that. Today we want to learn a few things about your fish farm. You've been in it for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And then we want to know about the feeding, cleaning of the tanks, and then the water, the changing of the water. Yes, these are the 3 things we want to learn today from you.
Alright.
Yeah. So starting from the feeding, how do you feed them from when they are, is it babies? How do they?
Yeah, so the catfish, we have fingerlings.
Fingerlings, okay.
We have juveniles.
Okay.
Okay. So I bought the fingerlings. The fingerlings are the tiny ones.
Okay.
So I bought the fingerlings. I started with the fingerlings. So when I started, they were about 500 or so. I think, yeah, up to 500 or so. But I have had mortality.
Okay.
Mortality means like some dying.
Yeah.
And they dying depends on you to how you would treat them and the stress, the person bringing you the fingerlings or the fishes, the stress they will go when they come, some won't survive. So that's the mortality.
Okay.
And you should make sure your mortality rate is not that high.
Okay. How do you make sure of that?
That's how you clean, you feed. The mortality will happen.
Yeah.
But then make sure after they bring them the stress, the first 3 days or so, some will see some dying because of the stress, the system, and the water, the type of water.
Yeah.
When the water is too salty. So some take the water, they have a center, they'll go and, I think it's in Accra also, they'll go and check the salt level or something. But I use Ghana water, so the guy was like, it's okay. So the type of water you are using also counts. If you use the seawater, you kill everything because of the salts. So yeah, the type of water to count.
All right.
And yeah, basically.
Yeah. So we are still on the feeding.
Yes. So when they came, they were small, tiny. So I started
juveniles,
no, that's the fingerlings.
The fingerlings. Okay.
Yes. So I started with 2 mm.
2 mm.
So the feed, they have sizes.
Okay.
They have 2 mm, 4.2, 6 mm, 8 mm, and so forth. It depends on the sizes. That's when you go buy the feed and get to them. So I started with 2 mm. They were all in this pond. I started with this one.
Okay.
They were all in this pond. So I started with the 2 months. They are like human beings.
Okay.
Some grow faster. We are all born the same day, but then some grow faster than the other.
Okay.
Though you are feeding them,
Yeah.
but some grow faster than the other. So they were all in this pond, and I started with the 2 months.
Okay.
I started feeding. So with the feed, when you are feeding them, you have to, like, you come close to the pond.
Yeah.
You tap. How I started with mine.
Okay.
I had a training on it. I think an hour training also from the person who who gave me the fingerlings.
Okay.
So when you come, you tap like this, and up till now, when I like, you can come closer. You see, they are coming.
Yeah.
Because they think I'm bringing them feed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you come, you tap, and they come and gather here.
Okay.
Then you throw the feed. The feed, you have to. You don't throw everything inside when they are little. Right now, I just threw it inside because I know they are mature. They can kind of eat and things. But when they are very little, the fingerless, you feed them little by little. You put some in. You wait till they are done eating
Okay.
before you pour the
another.
other feed in.
Okay.
Then you wait like 3 or 5 minutes. If you wait like 3 or 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and they've not eaten what they have to fetch it from inside. Like this one, I fed them this morning.
Yeah.
But then it seems because of the water, I'm sure because of how the water is eating, they are not eating. So I have to take it from it.
Yeah.
Here is it.
Yeah.
So you take the feed from it. You wait for like 3-5 minutes when they are not eating, or 6 minutes when they are not eating. You take it from, because when it stays in for a longer time, the nutrients go, the nutrients like leave it, and then when it's in for a longer time, it's mixed with the water.
Okay.
Because it becomes very soft, and then when you mix with the water, when it mixes with the water becomes dirty.
Okay.
And when you don't drain it, they can take bacteria from it, and they will become sick.
Okay.
And when they get sick, another mortality.
All right. So how often do you feed? When they were fingerlings?
I was feeding them twice.
Twice a day.
And after now, I still feed them twice a day.
What times?
So it should be 8 hours. No, yeah, 8 hours. So when I feed them at 6 a.m., I have to feed them. That's 12 hours. Sorry, it's 12 hours. So when I feed them 6 a.m., I have to feed them 6 a.m. in the evening.
6 p.m. in the evening.
6 p.m. in the evening. Right. So you need to check the time.
All right.
That is good for you, because if you feed them at 6 a.m. and then you don't get time, this work, it's time consuming.
Okay.
You have to dedicate your time. If you want to go into fish farm,
Yeah.
you have to be on site.
Yeah.
Dedicate your time to take care of it. If you are saying you are doing part-time and doing it wouldn't work.
Okay.
So you have somebody, you have to take somebody to come and take care of them.
Yeah.
Fine. If you are also doing it yourself, you need to focus on it, because they need attention. So you have to, the timing, you have to take a time that will favor you. So 6 a.m. might be too early for you. So let's say you feed them at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Meaning you have to feed them at 8 p.m. in the evening.
All right.
When it exceeds 8 p.m., they get hungry and they start attacking each other.
Oh, okay.
They will chew each other. So you see, they will chew, and they will just leave the skull.
The skull, okay.
Yeah, the head inside.
All right.
So you should know the time that is favorable for you. Otherwise, you'll kill your fishes.
Oh, okay.
So when you feed them at 8 a.m.,
Then
8 p.m.,
8 p.m.
9 a.m., 9 p.m., 10 a.m.
So you have to
10
adjust
p.m.
the time according to your schedule.
Your schedule.
Okay. All right. So
Because when they are little, what you will teach them, that's what they will be used to.
oh, okay. Okay.
They are like human beings.
Yeah.
How you treat them, that's what they get
used to. Okay.
And they sense you. Like when I'm like when up till now, when I'm trying to come, they'll gather here because they know that I'm coming. Because I take care of them, so I'm sure they can sense your presence too. So that's how it is. Yes.
All right, that's nice. So the juveniles, what size of feed do you give them?
The juvenile, I bought fingerlings, so I don't really know about the juvenile. But if you don't want to go through that stress from the fingerlings level, you go by juveniles.
Okay.
And the person bringing the feed will tell you the size
okay.
you would. Yes. But right now with what I do, after I bought the 2 and they were going, I look at their, so I don't, you have to measure, put them on a scale.
Okay.
But I don't do that. I look at their head or their mouth or lips or whatever to buy their feet.
Okay.
Do I know comparing, this is tiny.
Tiny, okay.
So if I give this feed, I'm giving this one for them. I can't give the same size to this. It will choke them. It will choke them and they will die. Okay. So you should know, that's what I'm saying, like you should know them. So it's better for you to start from fingerlings so that you really know the business. So that next time when you're done with your first set and you want to try again, you know that I did this wrong, I did this right. I have to keep up with the right things I did.
Okay.
So that's how it is.
So how do you determine, okay, you said you look at their lips and then give them...
So they were all in this one, and as they were going, as they are going, you sort them out. Okay. Otherwise, if they are going and you still leave them here, the bigger ones will attack the smaller ones. So you sort them out. So you let the bigger ones be at one place, the smaller ones another one, medium another one. It depends on the number of tanks you have.
Okay. Is there a kind of feed you recommend? Like
I use Renan.
Renan, okay.
Yeah, that's what I used to feed.
And how is it? It's good.
It's good. It's good. Renan is good. So they have other feeds. So and if you can't miss feeds, right now I started with Renan. Okay. I don't know if you go and buy another feed, they might not really adjust to it maybe the first time, but as you are giving, they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice than to eat. And if they are not really eating, you have to starve them. So if you are supposed to feed them like 8 a.m., you wouldn't feed them. You wait till evening. They will eat all the food. So they need to starve. Like if they are not eating, if you are giving them the feed and they are not really eating, you starve them. You don't come in through. Otherwise, you waste your feed. Okay. So you starve them for like hours. When you come and give the feed, they will eat everything. Okay. So they sometimes need starve, but you shouldn't also overdo it. Otherwise, they will attack the others. Those who are not really strong, they will attack. And when you are doing the sorting, let's say the mediums are in this one. If you see some going, don't move them to the bigger size. Because this tank and this tank are not the same. How they will maneuver their ways out when one of them is trying to attack might not be. This is small. So if one of them is becoming bigger like these ones, you just leave them in. So you do another sorting. As time goes on, you get a tank. You do another sorting. You send them in. Because that one they are starting from. They are now, all of them will adjust to the tank. But if you bring them here, I tried one, I think last month or so. They killed it. Oh, okay. Yes, they chewed it. They chewed it. Okay. Because they are bigger. They are kind of the same. Maybe these ones might be bigger than them.
And they know each other over there.
Exactly. They are gangs. That's right. They are gangs. So you can't take this one and drop it here. Okay. They will chew it. So you leave it as time goes on. You do another sorting because still, if you are feeding them, some will become bigger than the other. So you still have to keep on doing your sorting. When you leave, as they are growing, when you leave all of them inside and you are feeding, the bigger one tends to bully the smaller ones. So the smaller ones wouldn't get some of the feed. Okay. So you need to sort them out. Then the feed will like mature equally. Otherwise, if you leave all of them, the bigger one will bully the tiny ones and they wouldn't get. So every time the bigger ones will be eating and they will be going and the other ones will be Tiny.
Oh, okay.
So that's how it is.
All right. What's the size you give to this ones right now?
Right now they take 4.2 mm.
4.2 mm. And do you know their sizes?
No, I haven't measured like I haven't placed them on a scale yet.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really know how their weights.
Their weights.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, their weights. So are they ready for sale to the market?
This one, not all of
Not
them.
all of them. Okay.
Some. This one I have like 60. Is it 65?
Okay.
Or so. The bigger ones I have like 65 and then.
Okay.
So let's say if you want it depends on how you want it because the more you let them mature, the more you get your money.
Your money, okay.
So some takes a year.
Okay.
For some like some farmers use like a year, 1 year and 6 months, 2 months, 1 year and 2 months, 4 months.
Okay.
Really let them mature, then they start selling. Because when they are big, that's when you put a price on it. But if it's 6 months you want to sell, the weight wouldn't be that heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you wait for like a year. You know that 1 year you are okay. When you are selling, you get your money.
Okay. So what's the price for a bag of feed?
The two they increase their feed. I think
Almost.
it's not almost every month, but I started. I think the 2 mm. I bought it around 255 or so.
255 a bag.
Yeah, back.
A bag. And how long does it last? Does it take you a month?
Yes.
It takes you a month.
Yeah, it all depends on how you. That's what I'm saying. You make sure you don't waste your feed. So when they are little, when you drop it and you know they are not eating, don't put everything. Don't force it. So starve them for some time.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you put it in, you've wasted your feed. You have to fetch it out.
Yeah.
So it depends. You have to. I have a bowl. I'll bring the feed out for you to see. I have a bowl I use to feed them.
Okay.
So I feed them with that. I was like, when they were all in the pond, I use that bowl. I'll fetch full one.
Okay.
Then I'll come and feed them. So it will last like a month.
A month, okay. So for the 6 months that you've been doing this, how many bags have you used?
6.
6 months.
Yes,
6 bags, okay.
I've used 6 bags.
All right. I'm just saying that for somebody who will be drawing their budgets.
Okay. I've used 6 bags.
Okay.
And the prices are different. 2 mm price is different. 4 mm price is 6 mm.
It's also different.
They are all different.
Okay.
They have different prices.
All right.
So it's 3 mm.
Okay.
So the 2 mm is smaller than this. This is 3 mm. This is 4.5. It's actually 4.5, not 4.2.
Okay.
So this is 4.5 for the medium size. And this is 6. This is 6 mm.
Okay, for the bigger.
For the bigger.
Fishes.
Yes, so this is 6 mm. This is 4.5 and this is 3.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So that's how. Right now they are not hungry.
Fed them.
Yeah, they are not hungry. Because I fed them in the morning.
Okay.
So they are not hungry.
We've done. I think we've covered a lot on the feed. So we'd want to know how you change your water, how often you do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the changing of the water, I have outlets. So this is my outlet. If you take this is my outlet.
Yeah. For this particular tank.
For this particular tank.
Or just this
So
tank.
I'll open it like this. I'll open it like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to. I'll open it.
Yeah.
The water will come out.
Okay. Into
Yes.
the gutter.
It will go out
It will
here
go
into
out,
the
okay.
gutter. Then when it's done, when I'm done draining everything,
Okay.
I'll open the inlet.
All right.
I'll open the inlet and then the water goes. So that's how I change my water. So when the fingerlings, when you're having fingerlings, you have to change your water every 2 days. So let's say today I drain the whole thing. I fetch new water. Tomorrow I'll drain half.
Okay.
Top it up. the next day I'll drain everything,
Okay.
fetch it full. So that's how I was doing it. It depends on, that's what I'm saying, it depends on how you start with. If you know your water will be issue for you or something, you have to, if you drain it today, like all of it out, you drain it, you fetch the full one.
Okay.
Tomorrow you can leave it.
Okay.
For the fingerlings, they are really some way. So yeah, they are sensitive because they are small, they are tiny.
Okay.
So you have to keep on changing the water. That's for the pond.
Okay.
You have to keep on changing the water. But when they are growing, right now I don't drain my water. If I drained it yesterday, and I fetched it for today. I haven't done anything to it, so I'll drain it tomorrow.
Okay.
Sometimes I leave it for 2 days. Like I won't drain it for 2 days. The third day, I will drain it out, fetch it all over again. That's how we do it.
Alright.
The fingerlings are really sensitive, so it depends on how. If you have water, if water will be an issue for you.
Yes. So in draining the water, do you allow everything to run out? The water?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm draining every, like I told you we have 2 times.
Okay.
Draining the whole thing and topping it out.
Okay.
If I'm draining the whole thing, I let everything out
And then they lie down without water.
without water.
Okay.
So when you drain everything, you don't have to leave them for a longer time. Otherwise, they will die because they need water.
Okay.
So you drain them immediately. They are done. You open your inlet. If yes, right now with my water, I'm using that tank. I have to connect it to the pump, but I haven't done that. So I can't open all of this at the same time. So I need to do one after the other.
Okay.
So when I start with the bigger one, when I'm draining, I'll drain everything. I'll start fixing. When it gets like here, then I'll start draining this one.
Okay.
I'll start draining the bigger one. So by the time this one is done fetching, this one will be done. Then I'll open the inlets.
Okay.
I'll open this inlet for the water to flow.
Okay.
That's how. When you are fetching the water, you don't feed them before you fetch the water.
Okay.
You fetch the water, then you feed them. So you fetch the water. After fetching the water, then you feed them.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you feed them before you open the outlets, they will start vomiting.
Okay.
Because you are stressing them. They think maybe you are coming to catch them, so they will be moving, and all the food you gave them will be out.
Okay.
So you fetch the water. After that, you feed them.
Okay. Okay.
So you fetch water,
And then you feed them.
not you feed, you fetch water. That's not how it's done. You fetch the water. After that, you feed them. So you have to. If I'm done fetching this one, I'll wait till I'm done fetching this one, and I'll come and feed them. I'll wait till I'm done fetching the water, then I'll come and feed them. The same applies to this one. So that's how it goes. The fetching water and the feeding. That's how.
So with all this experience and passion, you want to sell this place and then just go to school.
Yes. Education too is important.
Education is important.
Business, if it's for you, it's for you. You can start anytime.
Okay.
You can start anytime. When I come back, I can start again. Because I know now, I really know how to go about it. I mean, with everything.
Okay.
I know. So I can start anytime, but I need to set it out.
All right.
Everything.
So you can manage this place while in school. You can get someone to manage a place for you.
You can get someone to manage it, but how I do it, I don't think somebody will really do it like how I do it, because it's time consuming.
Okay.
You really need. I can't combine school.
Okay.
You really need time. It's a full-time job.
Okay.
Farming is a full-time job.
Okay. All right. So guys, she's selling this place. 3 tanks, and then this is also a tank.
Yeah.
So 4 tanks.
Yeah.
4 tanks. So with 384
yeah,
fishes. So I'll leave a number in the description in the comment section so that you can call her directly and then talk to her. So we are going on. Let's talk about the cleaning of the pond.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the cleaning of the pond,
Yeah.
when you have to clean. So when I drain everything, it means I have to clean it.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I'm changing the water and I drain everything, I clean it.
Okay.
I usually buy this.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
So when I drain everything, I start cleaning. So when the start with where the fishes are, I have no garden.
Okay.
So I start with that place. I clean like this. I go to where they've gathered and gently shift them to other side to where I've cleaned it, to the place I've cleaned.
Okay.
I shift them there and I clean that side too.
Okay.
So this is what I use.
Okay.
You don't have to move them out, then clean it.
Okay.
You don't have to do that. So when they are matured and you are cleaning, I have what is it called? This one, Valentine boot. Yeah, you wear it because they have there's some, how is it called? I've forgotten the name. They have some
antennas.
I'm forgetting the name, sorry.
Yeah.
They'll use it to choke you.
Okay.
Yeah. So if they are matured like this,
you can
if you want to enter and clean,
okay.
you have to wear boots. And you have to also be careful.
Okay.
Otherwise, you might step on So you have to be very vigilant and careful with the clean. So you wear if you have to enter and if you have to enter unless the thing is really they produce this green thing. How is it called? This one. They say it's apoto big or whatever.
What this
thing.
okay. Okay.
Yes, so if
there's a word in my mind but I don't want to use
it. So if it's all over the tank and you have to clean, that one you have to enter because that one this can't
clean. Okay.
So unless you use sponge.
Okay.
That's when you have to wear the boots.
Okay.
Otherwise they will shoot you. Yeah, whatever is called. That's thing there.
Yeah.
So yes, that's how it is. Right.
Okay.
So with the cleaning, that's how I do it. I don't take all of them out. If I have to enter, if the green thing is too much and this can't, I'd have to enter.
Okay.
Gently clean. That one, the fishes are inside, so you have to really be careful. You should be careful. You should be careful how you go about that one. So that's how I do it. I clean. After cleaning, then I open the inlet.
Okay.
I wash it. Then I close the outlet.
Okay.
Then the fresh water will be on top. If like the fingerlings, when you open the water, the bubbles give them oxygen. They have oxygen device, but I don't use it because I don't have any sockets here.
Okay.
So my trainer told me I should just open. So that's when I'm clean. So every day.
Yeah.
I mean the fingerlings every day. That one is every day. You have to open it like this time. This way. This.
Yeah.
You leave it there for like an hour. The bubbling or whatever, how the water is moving, it gives them the oxygen or whatever. So if you don't have the device,
I think they're coming.
you see how you all got calculated. But right now I don't do that again because they are mature.
Okay.
They are okay. They are not babies anymore. So I don't do that. So that's how it is. And when you clean the pond, and you see they how is it called? Their waste products.
Yeah.
They do it inside. So it was a clean water.
Yeah.
Their waste products are really like this.
Okay.
I mean, sorry to say toilets.
Yeah.
Yes. So some wouldn't mess with the water. You see it on on the water. I don't know if I'll find some here. No, really. Yes. Let's see this one. Have you seen this?
Let me see. I can grab that. Okay. Yeah.
This one. So you have to take it from it.
How do you do that? How often do you do it?
You have to check every day.
Every day. Okay.
Yes, you have to check if that one is on it. You have to be taking it from the water. Otherwise, when it's also there, they can get. That's why you need to change your water. When the water becomes like too dirty, you have to change it. Otherwise, it will cause bacteria. And when how you know that they are sick? How you will know that their lips become red.
Red. Okay.
So they have medicine for that one. They have medicine. Since 6 months, I haven't had those problems.
Okay.
They getting bacteria or they getting sick or something. So I'm not into that one. But that's what I'm saying. It depends on how you treat them. Treat them like as your child.
Okay.
Treat them as your child, and they will grow nicely, or they will grow well.
Okay.
But if you do it anyhow, they will also do you anyhow, and you will.
Yeah.
So yes, you have to treat them as your child.
Okay.
Because they are sensitive. They are like babies.
Okay.
So you have to also treat them as a child for you to get your money. The money you are looking for.
So how is it going so far? Are you enjoying what you are doing?
Oh, it's really a nice thing. Waking up, coming to see them, it's nice. Feeding them. When you feed them, I've done that already. They would all gather here and they'll be splashing the water on you. It's a nice thing. It's really a nice business. It's a nice thing. It's really a lucrative business.
Yeah. Somebody will ask a young, beautiful lady like you, what are you doing raising fishes?
That's what I'm saying. It's a lucrative
business. Okay.
It's a nice business. You learn a lot. As a woman, I call them my babies. When I'm coming to feed them, I start calling my babies, and they will hear my voice.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They know you.
Okay.
So when I'm talking, they hear my voice. They know that maybe I'm coming to feed them, or I'm coming to change their water. I'm coming to take some dirty things, that kind of thing. So I call them my babies. It's teaching me how to care for my child. Okay. Because they are like children. They are like babies. Okay. Yeah. They're like.
How did you get the idea? How did you come?
So it was actually from my dad.
Okay.
Yes, my dad he likes agricultural stuff and things. So we were watching YouTube channels, and then we saw that on YouTube. So we saw it on YouTube. Okay. And we saw that something that's worth doing. It's like, okay, let's do it. Let's try it and see.